Welcome back to the channel Inner Cosmetics, where we focus on returning to the real world, the inner world, hence Inner Cosmetics. Don't stop what God is creating through you and for you. That's the topic of discussion for today. These desires that we're having, that we're receiving, are direct downloads from ourselves, but in the invisible form. That spiritual connection, which is God, is showing us a future snapshot of what's in store. And we receive that in the form of a desire. Where things can go awry, astray, a little unaligned, never disconnected from source, is when we receive that desire, we try to make the way, the how it's going to appear in the physical come to be. And instead, there's an easier way, a way to flow with the desire that we receive from God. And that is acknowledging, one, that we actually don't have to even create a desire. One, that desire, again, wasn't created by us. That's how advanced, that's how in the future God is already created your desires. You don't even have to create a desire. How amazing is that? So after we receive that download of a desire, our next step is to ask God, how do you want this to play out, to come into being? What steps do I need to do to allow that to show itself? Because it's absolutely beautiful. And I look forward to seeing this manifest in 3D. What steps do I need to do to take that to allow? And that's working in unison with the God power. Because if we continue going in that belief that the physical effort, and again, effort and action is part of it, but it's what's fueling that effort, what's fueling that action. And we can silo ourselves off, not completely, because again, that's not possible to separate from God. But we can cipher that channel down so much and dwindle our potential by thinking that we have to carry the load ourselves. And that's not what it's here for. That's what this experience is not here for. It's for keeping that channel completely open, for it to go boom and just fall into our experience. We get better and better and better at it. And the key to allowing it to get better is to be aware. And I always fall back to awareness because it is the key to our growth. And allowing is as well. And being receptive of change, because if you haven't noticed already, change is a constant. And we're understanding how to allow change to be our friend, because it is. So with the allowing of God and the desires, don't get in the way of what God is desiring. Don't get in the way. Allow ourselves to flow. I heard a beautiful message that I have to share with you here as well. God never takes anything away. We cut that off as well. Let's use a job, for example. We lost our job or a certain amount of income. We receive that. And when that's air quote removed, which we are calling lost in our experience, we get upset and unaligned and just feel like, why would you do this to me? Well, it's not ever taken away. If it can't be taken away, then another way to perceive what's happening is that if you could create that, whatever that was, whether a job or a certain amount of money each month, you can create and receive greater things. But if you're looking at it being taken away from you, it's going to be very challenging to allow more in. So an easier way to allow is to be okay with how you're feeling, and also be awakened to your potential, your ability to say, I was able to receive that. Ooh, I look forward to receiving more, because you only give more. You only give more. God is a God of abundance. You can look at it as an abundance of lack, or you can focus on abundance of more. But he's always a God of abundance. A note for you guys, on just that, working more with this God power, this God energy, and flowing with the flow of things, and returning to our true source. With our true source is the inner world. The inner world is it. That's the real world. This whole time, it was the inner world. So thanks for tuning in to Inner Cosmetics. Always love communicating with you guys, and I'll catch you all on the next video.